I mean, you have been in politics for a while now,
yes.
and you know that the things that happen outside the views of average delegate is actually the key things. I mean, things that have happened perhaps or that will happen tonight, whether or not the issues that are being raised, whether or not delegates are being bought, a lot of money being spent, do some of these issues that will come to play tomorrow. Do you think there's a lot of delegate buying?
There's only one issue that will take place overnight. People will crisscross to go meet delegates and try to woo them. Some will try to do it with money, some will try to do it with ideas, some will try to do it with persuasions and all of that. But that's all allowed. It's within the right of the aspirants to try to get delegates however they know. It will be best that they don't monetize everything until they throw up caricatures of human beings as leaders of the party.
But you know what is happening right now?
Yes.
I mean, you're speaking as if you're speculating.
No, I'm not speculating.
But you're hearing, you are from the Southwest.
Yes.
And you hear what people are saying on the sideline about the chances of the Southwest and the implications of whether or not, if the Southwest does not get in at the chairmanship seat.
With the greatest respect to my people in the Southwest, nobody talks like that in a delegate election. The Southwest we're there. We truly plead that we should be given the opportunity to lead the party. We have some of the best candidates. I tell you with every sense of seriousness, after a full analysis, Daniel has what it takes to drive the party. But that's not to say that the South, who are also there, are not eligible to be participants in this game. And if by tomorrow, if everything goes free and fair, and say Daniel wins, good luck to everybody. If it goes free and fair, and Secondus wins, it would then mean that the members of our party took a conscious decision that they can't come out to start blaming anybody. It's a delegate election. Governor Wike can say whatever he likes. He has just one vote. Any other governor can say whatever they like. They have one vote. It's going to be an open secret ballot. Delegates are going to be given electoral materials. They're going to approach the booth and they're going to vote. If they come out of that place and they put together a rubbish escort for the party, they have to take responsibility. Nobody's going to go back and blame Wike because he didn't print all their votes for them.
Well, you mentioned Governor Wike particularly.
But because he was on channels this morning and I kind of thought that he wasn't really marketing the party well. I would have expected that he would have, calmed down a little bit and tried to speak like the statement that I expect him to be and try to be a bit as reconciliatory as I expect him to be. It's normal for the Southwest to feel a bit agitated. They're agitated because if that zone, my zone, didn't think that they deserve to be chairman, you can't have as many as 6, 7 of them varying. If 7 of them are varying, it shows you that in the Southwest, everybody thinks that they deserve it.
Right,
but it doesn't conclude, since we did not exactly finish up the micro-zoning completely, it does not eliminate the
Let me allow Dr. Akilu, you've advised the president in this country, politically speaking. Do you think that the Southwest should have come together? They have 7 candidates or so. Do you think they should have come together to put a consensus candidate forward?
Like I said earlier, all these things speak of the high level of enthusiasm in the party and its revival. When people just for these kind of things, what it tells you is that the interest is very high and the stake is equally high. However, there are issues of strategy and tactics. I think our leaders in the Southwest should have thought of issues of tactics and strategy by way of presenting a consensus candidate. The generality of members of PDP, especially the delegates voting tomorrow, I know, and I know for sure, now the leaders and elders of the party have taken a position about a month or so ago and have reiterated that position just last week, that the North stands for a chairman of Southwest extraction. That is in order to ensure fairness in the political turf. However, you cannot force people to do the needful until they are convinced it is good for them, it's tactically correct for them to behave in the way that will take advantage of the situation. I think the Southwest has not exactly gone the right way in terms of strategizing to make sure that a chairman of Southwest extraction emerges tomorrow. When you have so many candidates vying for a single seat, and you're competing with colleagues, brothers from other regions in the South, it tells you that the votes in the South will be divided.
But let me quickly come to you now, Mr. Shewumi, as it does look so much. Is the plague that a lot of the chieftains and the leaders of the party said plagued your party before 2015 and 2015, it is still there, impunity.
No, we have learned our lessons. I've sat through the processes myself. I'm not contesting at this time. And I have been watching to see if there will be any sign at the point of planning that suggests that some hanky-panky impunity is going on. I can tell you on my honor, that's not there. I can tell you that all of the candidates who came in to be chairman were cleared. There could have been some opportunity for hanky-panky to disqualify some. Nobody was disqualified. I can tell you for free that the processes that they're going to go through has been meticulously designed to help us rid impunity. All of the candidates have gotten the delegates list. The delegates list contains their names and their numbers. Candidates can start hustling for the votes now. The processes that will take place, that you will see on tomorrow, is the best you can possibly imagine for a delegate election in the country.
A major one is also the fact that the governors still hold a party at a jugular.
The allegations that governors hold the party to the jugular is a little bit premature, it's a little bit infantile.
But you expressed that fear earlier on.
No, it's infantile now in the sense that we're going to vote. The opportunity that the governors have to mess about and run around and just make everybody look silly is when they go say they're coming up with a unity list that you don't understand how they ended up bringing some incompetent people and put them over competent one. Let me give you an example. The case of the national secretary come tomorrow. I want to ask myself, who is a better national secretary for this party at this time than someone that has the capacity of someone like Nanadi Usman?
You are campaigning for free, and okay. I won't take that anymore.
I'm not campaigning for free.
No, you've done that. This is the second time you're doing that. I won't take that again.
Oh, you don't want me to mention anybody?
No, yes, because
okay, I'll pay.
Yeah, no. You should have. We should have agreed on that.
Okay, all right.
Earlier.
But the point I'm trying to make is that we need to stop getting scared of things that happened in the past. The PDP members and Nigerians must forgive this party. They must give us another opportunity to prove ourselves. That's why I said in the beginning that this particular convention, this elective convention, is a referendum first for us as members of this party and for the party within the generality of Nigeria. It's going to be beamed live. Yeah. If anything goes wrong there, the whole world is going to see it.
Dr. Ndabawa, coming in, if you may, there is a warning to your party that beware that a lot of those who are contesting in this race have some issues of corruption allegations on their neck, and it's going to be dangerous for the party. Are you afraid that the party, if allows some people that have corruption cases on their hands, may give the party a lot of problems in the future?
Well, shown in a democracy, rule of law prevails. Under that regime of rule of law, you cannot be deemed to be guilty until you are so pronounced by the appropriate courts of the land. And so you can have corruption charges hanging around the neck of anybody, but that doesn't make him guilty.
You have a lot of them.
Well, it doesn't matter.
That's the matter.
These are allegations. Until the courts make pronouncements, you cannot be able to condemn anybody who has so-called corruption charges. After all, no. We have to be very careful because the way this APC government has been prosecuting its so-called anti-corruption battle has been one-sided, and Nigerians are convinced it is directed against PDP and its revival. And so anybody who is somebody who has potentials of leading PDP has been given one dark paint or another. Nigerians are not unaware of this. Nigerians are no dummies. Nigerians can no longer be deceived.
Dr. Dambawa,
so if there are allegations
let me put this to you easily. Let me put this to you. If you have a chairman of the PDP at the moment, you're going to be rebuilding right now. Your party was in trouble or is in trouble.
Yes.
Anybody that comes in now will have to go on a life-saving mission to rescue the PDP.
Yeah.
Now, can you afford to have such a person be going to court every day and night when he's rebuilding the PDP?
That decision will be taken by the delegates. And once the delegates overwhelmingly take the decision and the majority wins, then it is a responsibility on the delegates who so voted to stand by their chairman, no matter the circumstances. Image problem, image management, and so on and so forth would now be the sole responsibility of the party that voted for the person that emerges as chairman. And so the management of that image problem, the contestation issues and so on that will come up, will be appropriately handled by the delegates, and they come from all the 774 local governments.
Let me allow you to weigh in on this. Now, we will anchor, we will close the program in a matter of seconds. But for what we're going to be seeing in the next few hours in the PDP, what do you think this portends for the future of the party?
I think this PDP is a party that is here for all of time. We will win elections, sometimes we will lose some. Then we will win again and lose some. That's how life is. The PDP is going to survive. It's going to go up front, going stronger and move. It doesn't matter who the candidate is.
Do you think Atiku Abubakar will be at the convention tomorrow?
He will be at the convention tomorrow. He's a founding father. He's a great asset to our party. We welcome him back with open
arms. Do you think he's going to be a good candidate for your party in 2019?
When we get to the point of taking the decision on who's going to be the presidential candidate of the party, we will interrogate all of them.
Dr. Ndambawa, as we close now, the PDP is ready to take power in 2019.
We are ready, and Nigerians are ready for PDP.
Really?
Sure.
Dr. Akilu Ndabawa, thank you so much.
Thanks, you.
And I wish you guys the best handshake across the other side. Thank you so much, Mr. Segun Showumi, chieftain of the PDP, Dr. Akilu Ndabawa, a former political advisor to former President Umaru Yar'Adua. That's our show for tonight, everyone. Stay with us. We will be bringing you live pictures of the PDP National Convention tomorrow as it opens. Stay with Channels Television, and you get all the juicy details from here and all of the team at Channels Television, Abuja Studio. I'm Sean Kimberley. Bye-bye.